a sport of grace and beauty, yet it's among the most demanding in athletics. The UCLA Bruins are the #1 team in the NCAA, led by top-ranked Tanya Service. A championship is the final goal in a record-breaking year. It is a sport with so many fine athletes, yet Utah's won 6 of the last 8 NCAA titles. Now with 1988 Olympian Missy Marlowe, they're hoping to resurrect the dynasty. It is a sport requiring strength and power, and Georgia has that and more in Corrine Wright. They are a team accustomed to throwing out all the stops, and today will be bolstered by the cheers of their home fans. It is a sport of surprises, and the Alabama Crimson Tide would like to repeat last year's victory party. Set back by injuries, they are underdogs, but hope to prevail against the best collegiate teams in the nation as we prepare to bring you the NCAA Women's Gymnastics Championship.
Hello everyone, I'm James Brown. Well, normally gymnastics is thought of as an individual sport, but today we'll be determining the best collegiate team in the nation. In fact, the only 3 teams to win a national championship in the decade of the 80s are here: Utah, Georgia, and the defending champion, Alabama. I'm pleased to be working alongside with the 1984 Olympic silver and bronze medalist, Kathy Johnson. And Kathy, any of these 3 teams are capable of winning the title.
Yes, they can, but they're the underdogs here. No one can ever count out Utah because of their previous dominance. And Georgia has the advantage of competing at home. Alabama, the defending champions, have to compete without their top performer, Marie Robbins, because of an injury.
Kathy, clearly the best team in the competition today is UCLA, a squad that comes in as the NCAA's #1 seed.
They're definitely the most talented team here, and they have the most depth in every event. In fact, this team is almost the same team that competed 2 years ago and was expected to win, but they had their problems. Now they're much more experienced, and they're ready to win, and most importantly, they're injury-free.
Now, as deep and as talented as the Bruins are, can anyone realistically challenge them?
Yes, it's possible. If UCLA falters, all the other teams are so close that it's going to be the team that makes the fewest mistakes that becomes champion.
12 teams came to Athens, but only 6 will compete in this, the final round.
They all have a shot at the title, but Nebraska and Fullerton would have to hit every event with the favorites making some mistakes.
UCLA has averaged the highest score all year, but there are other legitimate contenders. The UCLA Bruins are the logical favorite in this year's meet and are led by Tanya Service, the best all-around gymnast. Injuries and hard luck have prevented them from winning the past 2 years, but Coach Jerry Tomlinson believes they have only themselves to beat now.
Right now, I feel there's only one thing that keeps us from winning a national championship, and that's fate, meaning, the man upstairs. If it's not our turn, it's not our turn. But I honestly feel the girls are ready. They know they're ready. They feel confident, and they know nothing can stop them but themselves right now.
The Lady Utes of Utah are no strangers to these championships, having won 6 straight this decade. And the #2 seed has added Olympian Missy Marlowe to its roster. But the adjustment to college competition takes time, and Missy will only compete on 2 apparatus, the uneven bars and the beam. Last year's homecoming party was in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, as the Crimson Tide won their first title. But now they've lost their top gymnast, Marie Robbins, to an ankle injury, and must rely on sophomores like Kim Masters and Tina Rinker to take up the slack. The Lady Bulldogs of Georgia will have the crowd rooting for them when they take to the mats. They'll be led by Lucy Weiner, who's extraordinary on uneven bars and adds senior leadership as well. Coach Suzanne Yocklin hopes to win back the title they won in '87 in typical Georgia fashion.
We go with what they want to do, and we gamble. We take the chances. We put girls in that have made mistakes. We put girls in that have just come off injuries. If they can look at me and tell me they know they can hit and they want to compete, then we put them in. We take the chances, and we're going to take them again.
And we'll find out if their gambles pay off. Coming up next is the NCAA Women's Gymnastics Championships.
This CBS Sports Saturday special edition, the NCAA Women's Gymnastics Championships, are sponsored by Budweiser. Each with age for that clean, crisp taste. This Bud's for you. AT&T, the right choice. And by Primatene Mist, fast relief for asthma attacks. Primatene tablets for hours of relief.